Hello friends, my name is Kishan. We had learned in previous tutorial how to implement setup and tear down for a bean in Spring framework, right? So here bean has to implement these two callback interfaces, initializing bean and disposable bean, and corresponding method he will have to override in your bean class. So as I said, this approach is basically not recommended because here your bean class has to implement these two callback interfaces. In terms of method name, you don't have flexibility. Here you will have to adhere with the method name, whatever method name has been declared in these two callback interfaces. And suppose if you have 1,000 beans, among 1,000, suppose 500 beans has to implement this callback methods like init and destroy, then every bean has to implement these callback interfaces. So this is a bit hectic for a developer. So that's why we are going to learn a next approach where your bean hasn't to implement these two interfaces. So let's go ahead and create a project. So right click over here, new Java project. I would give a Spring bean life cycle using XML. Click on next, finish. Add Spring libraries in class path. Select Spring library. So we have added. Now let me copy some existing file from my previous example. So almost all files I'm going to copy from previous example. So paste it over here. Now here package structure has been changed. So change to like this. Delete this one. And of course we need to change this package as well. Move to this package and remove this one. Now this is the project. These are the files we have taken from previous example. So here we don't want to implement these two interfaces, right? So remove this thing. So you are getting an error, so remove this override things, right? So here we are going to follow XML version. Here I am going to give this method name as init, and here we are okay with the name. Now go to, if I run this application, then your destroy and init method will not be called, right? So if you want this two methods to be called, then you need to specify attribute like init method, right? Here you need to give your initialization method name. Sorry. Here you need to specify your initialization method name. So this is your initialization method name init, right? So here you need to specify init. Similarly, you can have a destroy method attribute as well. Destroy method, here you need to specify the method name. Okay. Now if I run this application client program, then these methods are getting called. So now you are successfully able to call init and destroy method, right? So I hope you guys understood. So let me recap. To define setup and tear down for a bean, we simply declare init method and destroy method parameter. The init method attribute specifies a method that is to be called on the bean immediately upon instantiation. Similarly, destroy method specifies method that is called just before bean is removed from the container. Now next thing we are going to discuss over here, something is called default initialization and destroy methods. So suppose if you have a 100 beans over here, 100 beans you have configured here, and all beans are going to implement this init and destroy method, right? So rather specifying every init and destroy method in every beans, directly you can specify something like here. So I'm going to remove these things from here, and directly you can specify in beans tag, you can specify like default init method, and you can specify the init method name and default destroy method. And after doing this modification, if I run client program, cool, so this two methods is getting called. So let me recap what we have done in XML file. So if you have too many beans having initialization or destroy method with the same name, you don't need to declare init method and destroy method on each individual bean. Instead, framework provides the flexibility to configure such situation using default init method and default destroy method attributes in the beans tag itself. So guys, I hope you guys understood how to implement this kind of callback methods like init and destroy. Next session I'm going to teach you how to implement init and destroy using annotations. So that's all I have in this video tutorial. So if you like this video, then please hit on the like button, or you can comment on this video. So see you in next video tutorial. Thank you guys.